Miss Jenna instead. Lisa.
Oh, I think Lisa has family visiting. So let's just find a nice seat. And we'll just move into our rib cage and spine a little bit first. You can either have your legs folded, shoot one up to the side, whatever feels nice for you. Heat comes on. We'll roll those shoulders back and sit up nice and tall off the sit bones. Feeling that full length through the top of the head. Then open your palms and let those elbows sink to the sides of your waist and take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, try to lift through the ribcage. Exhale, tone into that belly space. One more time, inhale. And exhale. And then we'll just fold those knees in a little bit. Wrap your arms around the outside. This inhale lifts the sides of the waist. The exhale rounds the spine back, softening the chin to the chest, opening the space between the shoulders. Then the inhale lifts the spine tall. The exhale rounds the spine. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we round. Feels so good in the morning. Inhale, lift. This time we'll hold that rounded spine. Maybe push the knees a little wider. Let your forehead and chin soften a little heavier. And open that space between your shoulders. Staying in that rounded spine. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Then roll your neck across the left ear, drops the left shoulder. Then the chin softens through the center again. We'll pull against those knees and find that tall spine. Here we'll uncross our ankles, reach the fingertips to the sky, find that tall lift to the sides of the waist. Then sweep your arms behind. Let your fingertips tent, right? So we're on our fingertips. We walk our fingertips away, leaning the torso back a little bit. Then if you push off your fingertips and lift your heart, opening up through the chest. Then shift over to your right. Just push off your left hand. So you feel that stretch move deeper into your right shoulder. And then take a shift over to your left. Gaze is just a little bit toward the side. Then come back to your center. See if you can walk your fingertips a little further away and your pinky fingers closer together. Maybe they touch. Then push over to the right again. Remember your heart still lifted. Shift through over to your left. And back to your center. Here we soften the chin first. Release the heart. Walk the hands in. Roll your shoulders back. Take that deep inhale again. All the way up on those sit bones. And then bring your back hand behind your right elbow across. You can nice push with that right elbow. Look over that left shoulder. Open that spine with a twist. And inhale, reach it tall. Exhale, rotate to your right. Left elbow across. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale, back up tall. Here we'll lift your toes up. Send your heels forward. So nice and tall. Relax your shoulders off your ears. Bring your arms forward. Without losing any of the length through the sides of the waist, pinch forward. Feeling that length, lifting out of the sides of the waist. Exhale, deep. Draw those toes in, feel those length. Then soften your heels, drop your elbows to the side. Let forehead drop heavy. Your elbows are hanging underneath your shoulders. You nod your head gently side to side. Then tuck into your belly space, round your spine up. Pull your shoulders away. Bring your hands right to the sides of your hips. This is stack pose. Give a press into your hands. Draw your toes in. Raise through your core. So you're drawing your belly in and then lifting upward. See if you can feel your sits bones get a little bit lighter. Then see if you can keep that core brace and that nice strong legs and release your arms without getting heavy into your hips. Can you find that lift through your ribcage? Now on your exhale, can you keep it and rotate to your right? Right arm back, left arm forward, big and wide. Inhale back through your center. Release your heels, release your arms. Roll your shoulders back. One more time. Flex those ankles in. Enough press onto your hands that you feel your sits bones get light. Then you engage your glutes, your inner thighs. You lift out of the side twists. Tone the belly. Then without getting heavier into your hips, can you release those arms? Look to your left. Rotate left arm left. Right arm forward, nice and tall. No shifting the hips or heels. Breathe in. Exhale, come back to your center. And we release. We give those legs a nice little shake out. Should have got some warmth in those quads, those glutes with that. Here we'll walk our feet in. Bring your hands to the sides of your hips. We're rounding forward. If this low squat is comfortable for your hips, just pause there. If not, go to your forward fold. Just letting that tailbone release, your forehead soften toward your knees. Then as you inhale, press away from the ground. Sever your feet hip distance apart, toes spread out. Then let your arms fold over the top of your head and give your knees softness. Let your rib cage drop toward your thighs. Take a long inhale. On your exhale, place your hands on your shins. Lengthen through the back of your legs and all the way through the top of your head. Flat back. We breathe in. On our exhale, we bend into our knees. We place our hands on our thighs, tuck the chin. Pressing away from strong feet, round your spine smoothly out. Pull your shoulders away at the top. Reach your fingertips down, mountain pose. Strengthen through those feet. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, fingertips to base of skull. Elbows draw back, heart lifts. We look up. We let our heads rest in our fingertips. Hips get a little push forward. Inhale, we lift the base of the skull. Take your fingertips to the sky. Lift the side of your waist as high as you can. And then fold your palms to the ceiling. And use your right hand to draw your left side over. See if you can nudge your elbows back behind your ears so you can look up underneath your left eye. Inhale, lift up. Use your left arm to draw your right side over. Again, elbows back, try to peek to the right. Inhale, lift up tall. Exhale, hands move to heart center. We soften into our folds. We bring hands to shins, flat back, we lengthen. Then we bend our knees, bring fingertips to floor. Step your right foot back. Wiggle the ball of your right foot away. Crawl your left toes forward, shin straight up on that left side. Tap your right knee down and peek forward with your heart. Then push that right heel back, lengthen. Then tap it down and move forward. Push back and lengthen. Tap down, look forward, hold it there. Drop the toes of your right foot and press them actively into your mat. Bring your hands to your left thigh. Reach your shoulders back as you continue to reach your hips forward. Gaze is up again. Press firmly through the top of that right foot, behind that leg. Then inhale, reach your fingertips with it. Soften your elbows. Look up. Forward inhale. Exhale, bring both hands to the inside of your left. Tuck your right toes under, lift your right heel, push it back again. Just find that length through that calf. Then lowering that right knee back down. We'll walk our hands back. We'll lift the left toes. That left hip is pulling back as the toes are pulling towards your shin. Remember, hands can be up on that thigh or one hand on the thigh. You can lock your hands forward, but you want to be long through your spine. Keep top of your head reaching out, hip pulling back. Then we bring those left toes forward. Bring your hands to both sides, tuck your right toe. Push off the left foot, then right knee, step that right foot forward. Pause here, noticing the difference between your two legs. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands to shins, we lengthen. Inhale, we bend our knees, fingertips to floor, left foot big step back. We wiggle into that long lunge. That left heel is pushing away. Now here, that right hand can be up on that thigh if that reach to the floor is a little long for you. Tap that left knee down, look forward with your heart. Then push that heel firmly back. Trying not to move that right knee. Tap the left knee down again, look forward with your heart. Push that left heel firmly back. This time that left knee is going to settle. We'll lower the toes, press them deep into the mat, feeling that length through the front of the hip. Then we'll keep that length as we bring hands to right thigh. As we push off the thigh, the hips continue to reach forward as the shoulders drop out. Press a little deeper with that left foot. Make your right foot strong as you reach fingertips to sky. Relax your shoulder blade to bring your gaze upward. Inhale, place both hands on the inside of your right foot if that's comfortable, or that right hand can be on that thigh as well. Tuck that left toe, actively push that heel back. Of course, you can use blocks here if you have blocks. Just feel that full length through the back of the head. Then we'll tap that left knee down. We'll move our hands to both sides of right foot. We'll lift that left knee again, push up right, bring that left foot forward, and we meet back at our foot. Inhale, strong feet. Exhale, hands to shins, we lengthen up that back. Inhale, we soften the knees, we tone the belly, we stack the vertebrae, and come all the way up to our mountain pose, engaging those inner thighs. Inhale, we fill it up. Exhale, we turn palms to the sky, lift out of the side raise. Left arm draws right side over, we peek to the right. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we reach to the right and to the left. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, hands to heart. Strengthen through those feet as you find your chair pose. Toning into the side base. Engaging those inner thighs. Then we start our full down. We bring our fingertips to the floor, lift the hips. Then we bend the knees, step the feet back into your plank pose. Turn those biceps forward, lengthen through the back of the neck. Heels are pushing away. Then we strengthen through those hands, we lift the hips. Do that turn of your triceps back. Make some space for your chest to reach through. Then try to lift your tailbone a little higher and let those heels sink a little deeper toward the floor. Deep breath in here. Exhale, come out to your plank. Choose knees or toes here. Slowly lower your hips to the floor. Then draw your shoulders back. Send your hands forward, shoulders away. So in seal pose, you press your palms together. You push down through your pinky fingers and lift your upper back, maybe your elbows. We're talking about animals of the Galapagos family. That's why we're doing seal. Even though they were sea lions. Exhale, release down. Move Send your hands to the sides of your legs. Draw those shoulders back. See if your elbows can pull back a little closer to your head. Turn into your waist. Tense your fingertips. Lift your heart forward. Then see if you can just float your toes off the floor. Then can you squeeze those inner thighs, drawing your heels a little closer. Locust. Inhale, we lower it down. Plant your palms. Draw that belly space. This time we press to our knees. We tap to our toes, and then we lift through to our down dog. Active press through those hands. Feel free to pedal your heels in your down dog. And then on your next breath, you'll come forward to your plank. Turn into the side of your waist. Here, you'll take your left toes, move them to the middle of your mat. You'll take your right toes, lift them up. Push away. That left heel is going to sink to the floor as your right heel lifts toward the sky. Then as you lift that left heel, take your hand, bring that right knee to your chest. Feel that toning of your core space. Your nose is coming toward me. Then push away and take that right heel to the side. This time as you bring that right knee forward, let it come right into table, just underneath your hip. Take that left heel, flex, reach it to the back wall. And then that right arm reaches forward. Bird dog. Maybe the toes of right foot lift away from the mat. We hold it. Here we'll bring that right hand, left toe down. As you push away, your right heel is going to go back to the ceiling. And then you'll look at your hands. And your right foot is going to step forward, and you'll continue to walk to the front of your mat. Here we'll let our chest soften toward our thighs with folds. Then inhale, we lengthen that flat back. As we bend into our knees, we'll tone the belly space. You can use hand support to thighs if you like. We'll round the spine up at the top and pull the shoulders away. Land our mountain pose. Inhale, fingertips to the sky. Open the palms. Right arm draws the left side over. Inhale, lift you sideways. Exhale, left arm draws right side over. Inhale, we lift. We drop the shoulders, reach the hands. We're going to take our pinky fingers and rotate them back. And then sit into your chair. Engage those inner thighs. Now, if this is uncomfortable for your shoulders, bring your arms forward. And then we release the roots, release the fingertips, we lift the hips. Then we soften into our knees. Keep your left foot towards step, that big step back with that right foot. Wiggle through the ball of your foot. Lower that right knee to the floor and drop the toes. Leave that top of foot active. Left foot nice and strong. Sweep your fingertips to the sky for your crescent. Make sure your shoulder blades drop. Inhale, reach up tall. Here we'll bring hands to heart. We'll rotate that right elbow. Then as your left hand crosses to your right, so you can lift your heart. Find that nice rotation. Now, if you like, you can tuck your right toes here. Push that right knee down and lift the knee. Inhale, we come back to center. We bring our left elbow to that left thigh. If your right knee is down, you're lifted here and drop that foot away. This left side is still nice and strong as that right arm reaches up and over for side ankle pose. We're bracing our core. Maybe you release that left elbow off the knee. Now you're going to sweep your left arm forward. You're going to press straight up into gentle warrior. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. You're going to bend into your right knee. So the leg in the back. You'll bring your hands to your heart and lift your left toes. Now bring that right elbow to that right knee. Maybe your left hand comes to the floor for support, or maybe it reaches to that left shin. Oh. Now you're going to do a shift forward. You're going to bring your left toes down, shift that lunge to the right, to the left, and reach your arms out for warrior two. Beautiful. Strengthen through those legs. Here we go. We're going to push up to gentle warrior. You're going to lift your right heel and turn forward. Bring your hands to your heart. Bend deeper into that left knee. Lifting your heart, you're going to grab that right toe in. Then lift a little taller. See if you can lift the right toe. Take your left fingertips to the sky. Take your right arm back. Lift your torso up. So that right hand is reaching back all the way tall. Now see if you can bend into that right knee. Maybe get an ankle grab for dancer pose. Maybe you move your gaze toward the sky and create a little more back bend. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale, we soften the right toes, reach it tall. Hands up. Soften chest and thighs. Let's do a movement in that. Hanging it up. Softening knees and hips. Getting that gentle sweat. Deep breath, inhale. And exhale. Then bring your hands to your shins and lengthen the legs. Bend your knees, fingertips to floor. Step your feet back to your plank. After you've found a plank, press off hands, lift your hips down. Chest reaching through the back of your toes. Inhale, heels lift, come out to your plank. Knees here if you prefer. Elbows squeeze the ribs. Hips soften. Shoulders pull away. Maybe you get an up dog cobra or seal. I'm not, whatever. Breathe in. Exhale, we lower down. So let's see if there's a sea lion pose. Shoulders back, elbows in, tented fingertips sideways. First, pull your belly away from the floor and lift your heart forward. Then if it works for your lower back, see if you can float those toes, squeeze those heels, and then you have the option of letting those arms reach back. Beautiful. Hold in. Exhale. Hands come to sideways. We tone the belly, we choose knees or toes. We press through plank and into downward. We pedal our heels. As we're looking back at our toes, we'll take our right foot into the middle of the mat. We'll take our left heel to reach it to the sky. Really feel that right heel sinking down. Then as you push off your right foot, you bring your left knee to your chest. Draw your nose toward your knee, toning that core space. Then we push away. That left heel goes back to the ceiling. This time, that left knee comes into table, just under the hip. That right heel reaches to the back, nice and squared hips there. Left arm comes forward, bicep to ear, bird dog. Maybe the toes have left the hips. We hold that breath in. We hold that pose for the breath. And exhale. Inhale, left hand down, right toe down. Here's where we push away, that left heel goes back to the ceiling. Then we look forward at our hands, that left foot takes the first step forward, and then we continue to walk to the front of our legs. We spread the toes, we soften the chest to the thighs, we breathe in. Hands move to our shins, we lengthen our back. We release to our full, we tuck around, spine all the way up. The shoulders pull away in our belly. Inhale, palms to sky. Exhale, right side goes left side over. Inhale, we lift. Exhale to your left. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, arms reach, Pinky fingers rotate back behind your chair. Lift it sideways. Then we stop and release. Hands to shins, we lift up. Bend the knees, fingertips to the floor. Step your left foot back. Wiggle it back, find length. Tap that left knee, lower the toes. Make your right foot strong as you sweep those arms up, hips forward, we look out, shoulders release. Inhale, we reach tall, strengthening through that right leg. Hands to heart. Left elbow across right thigh. Right hand then presses, heart opens. We breathe, inhale. Maybe you tuck left toes, push that heel back. It's just an option. As you come forward, that right forearm comes to your right thigh. If your left knee is down, lift it here. We'll drop that heel flat. We'll sweep that arm over to side angle. Straighten through your legs. Maybe you release that right elbow. When we get a strong press, we sweep that right arm up behind our gentle warrior. We bring our hands to our heart. Now you raise again into that left feet, shifting your left back. Then lifting your right toes in your head. Maybe bring that left elbow to that left thigh, right hand right behind the floor or that right shin. This is Rainbow Warrior, a variation of. Then we're going to shift the other way. You push off your left foot, you come forward to your right. You reach your arms up, you release your arms forward. We make sure that right knee is reaching your left. Beautiful, we press the gentle. We lift our left heel to bring forward. Bring your hands to your heart, raise your core. First you do a little pinch forward so you can put weight to that right foot. Drag the left toes in. Then we start lifting the torso a little higher. We reach the right arm, we will lift the left toes. Then an open palm on that left side sweeps back. Then maybe you work towards bending left knee, grabbing the ankle, pressing the hip forward, then lifting your heart, trying to create a little back bend. Maybe gaze moves upward. Breathe in down. And that's it. We release. Fingertips to side, step left foot. Exhale, release, we fold. We rag soft. Head hanging heavy. Breath, inhale. And exhale. Fingertips to the mat. We walk our toes back. Here you're just going to press through to your down dog. Then lift your heels high. Bring your knees out wide. Tuck your toes under. Slide your hips into your toes. Forehead either rests to the mat or to your hands. If your forehead is resting on the mat, you can bring your arms to the side. That feels nice for you. We take long inhales through the nose. We take deep exhales off the back of the throat. We're feeling the tailbone release to the heels. Again, a full breath, inhale. And exhale. Then we'll take our fingertips forward. We're going to walk both hands off the mat to the right. Drop your nose to your knee, your chest to thigh. Now still reaching that left sits bone down. See if you can crawl those left fingertips further out in front of your right. Truly that nice side body lengthening. Then release that left side. Walk both hands off the mat to the left. Now really sinking that right sits bone still down to the heel. See if you can crawl those right fingertips up further than the left over that left side. Breathe into the right side of your rib. Exhale it out. So feel a nice side body stretch there. Hands move back to center. We'll walk our hands in, gently rounding the spine up. Bringing your hips to one side. We'll bring our legs all out. Drawing the bottoms of your feet together. Scooch your sits bones in. Roll your shoulders back. Now, if sitting up tall on your sits bones feels like a little bit of a struggle here, try bringing your hands behind and using that press of your fingertips to help lift the sides of the legs. The outer knees are reaching down toward the mat. If you have that tall lifted rib cage without the arms, you can bring your hands forward. It's wherever it works for you. Then from either position, we're going to just feel our collarbones reach forward. We still have that long side legs. We breathe. And inhale, we release. We soften that pose. We fold our legs to any position that works nicely for us. We take a big sweep of the fingertips to the sky. We soften the shoulder blades. Let your palms soften to your knees. Let your shoulder blades drop into your back pocket. Take a deep inhale. This time, exhale just through your nose. Inhale, fill it up. Exhale, slowly empty. One more long breath. And exhale. With your next inhale, sweep your fingertips to the sky. Exhale, move your hands to your center. Release your shoulder blades. On your next breath, we take a gentle bow forward as we slowly namaste. Good work. I apologize. I had to kind of rush the Shavasana. Ran out of time.